Chair, I don't understand why we persist in giving away our power. All this amendment does is reclaim a small portion of our power. It is our job to make these decisions. This doesn't hurt the Attorney General. This doesn't hurt the Office of Special Counsel. This just reclaims the power that was originally ours until we gave it away. I mean, what are we here for? We're supposed to appropriate the money, not give carte blanche to an inferior officer. And I appreciate your concerns, Madam Chair, and Senator Shaheen's, but this amendment addresses it. And this is not going to cause the world to spin off its axis. This just reclaims Congress's power to appropriate in a transparent and fulsome way. And I don't understand the concern for the life of me.
Senator Durbin.
I wasn't going to comment on this, but I want to say a word. This special counsel statute is explicit in what it does. It gives to the Attorney General the power to appoint a special counsel in extraordinary cases. He determines that criminal investigation of a person or matter is warranted, that the investigation or prosecution of that person by a U.S. Attorney's Office or litigating division of the Department of Justice would present a conflict of interest for the department or other extraordinary circumstances, and that under the circumstances be in the public interest to appoint an outside special counsel. So what kind of special counsels have been appointed? Attorney General Merrick Garland appointed U.S. Attorney David Weiss as a special counsel to prevent the appearance of political interference in the investigation and prosecution of Hunter Biden. Keep in mind that Mr. Weiss is a Republican who was appointed by former President Trump. And Attorney General Garland appointed special counsel Robert Hur to investigate the classified documents found at President Biden's properties. If the Hagerty Amendment becomes law, we stand the risk of jeopardizing this effort to avoid conflicts of interest. Yes, Senator Kennedy, there is a question of giving up our jurisdiction, but for an express purpose and a situation it warrants. I'd think long and hard before I'd support this amendment. I think Senator Shaheen is right. There's budgetary consequences as well. I hope we defeat the Hagerty Amendment.
Are there any other senators who wish to speak?
Madam Chair, I'd like to speak briefly, if I might.
Senator Hagerty.
Thank you, Senator Durbin, for your comments. I would just like to be clear that this would apply to any of the special counsels that reach across and redirect funds that we have appropriated on a discretionary basis. It's not particular to Jack Smith. It's just that Jack Smith has been such an egregious example of this misappropriation of funds. What we're trying to do is reclaim our authority as a committee. That's what I'm trying to do. This is a major process foul, setting the politics aside. And I don't think it jeopardizes in any way the Attorney General's ability to achieve the job. There are other mandatory categories where these funds may come from. That's where they should come from, unless they come back to this committee and have permission to do so. Thank you very much.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Red, Blue, and You. Today, we're diving into a heated debate in Congress that could have serious implications for how special counsels like Jack Smith get funded. Senator John Kennedy is making waves by questioning whether Congress has lost control over its own power of the purse. His argument? That Congress, not executive branch officials, should have the final say on where taxpayer dollars go. But not everyone agrees. And things get intense. If you love breaking down political drama and government power struggles, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a deep dive like this. All right, let's get into it. So here's the deal. Senator Kennedy is not happy with how special counsel funding works. He says Congress is supposed to be in charge of appropriating money, but instead, they've handed that authority over to officials like the Attorney General. And he's pushing for an amendment that would take that power back. His argument? This isn't about hurting the Attorney General or the special counsel. It's about ensuring transparency and congressional oversight over where our tax dollars are going. Does he have a point? Let me know in the comments. Now, on the other side of the debate, Senator Durbin pushes back hard. He points out that the law explicitly allows the Attorney General to appoint a special counsel in extraordinary circumstances. And what kind of cases are we talking about? The investigations into Hunter Biden and President Biden's classified documents, major cases with serious political implications. Durbin argues that if Kennedy's amendment passes, it could actually jeopardize these investigations and make it harder to prevent conflicts of interest. So what do you think? Is this a necessary check on government spending, or could it backfire? Let's talk about it below. Here's where things get even more controversial. Senator Hagerty jumps in and says this amendment isn't just about Jack Smith, but let's be real. His case is at the center of the debate. Hagerty claims that Jack Smith's investigation is a perfect example of how funds are being redirected without proper approval, and he wants Congress to step in and fix this problem before it gets worse. The big question is, does this amendment protect taxpayer dollars, or is it a way to interfere with politically sensitive investigations? At the heart of this debate is something much bigger than just one special counsel. It's about who controls the money. Should Congress have full oversight over special counsel funding? Or should the Attorney General have the flexibility to allocate resources where needed? This is about checks and balances, and both sides make strong points. But it also raises a key issue. Has Congress given away too much of its power over the years? So where do you stand on this? Do you think Kennedy is right to fight for congressional control over funding? Or do you agree with Durbin that this amendment could actually hurt important investigations? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's get this discussion going. Before you go, don't forget to smash that like button if you found this breakdown helpful, and hit subscribe so you don't miss my next deep dive into major political showdowns. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.